Charlotte Linlin, widely known as Big Mom, emerges as one of the largest antagonists, no pun intended, in the renowned saga of One Piece, currently holding a staggering bounty of over 4,388,000,000 berries. She was formerly one of the 4 emperors of the sea. She has the power of the Soul Devil fruit, which lets her take away as much of a person's lifespan as she wishes, making her a really scary villain to fight against. Big Mom first appears in episode 571 of the anime, and she's never shown losing until the end of the Wano arc in episode 1067, when Kid and Law finally defeat her. Big Mom isn't just incredibly powerful, her appearance is also terrifying. Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, created her to be a huge, hungry, and bloodthirsty monster. Despite not being a biological giant, she stands as the largest human character in the series. While there are theories about why she's so enormous, the actual reason behind her size is surprisingly straightforward. Without further ado, let's explore the answers to the questions about Big Mom's size, step by step. How big is Big Mom from One Piece? Was she born this way? Big Mom stands at 880 centimeters tall, which is almost 29 feet. This makes her taller than even the Great Whitebeard, and she was able to hold the 277 centimeter tall Brook in her hand. So yes, she's indeed the tallest human in the series so far. Interestingly, Big Mom was born to an ordinary couple, yet she exhibited extraordinary size and strength from childhood. The reason behind her gigantic size since youth remains a mystery, but there is indeed a theory. Fans of One Piece may recall Vegapunk Island, where children underwent experiments resulting in abnormal growth. So it's quite possible that Big Mom could have been one of the earlier experiments by the world government, or even Dr. Vegapunk, at turning humans into giants. Dr. Vegapunk could have potentially performed a procedure on Big Mom while she was still in the womb, especially considering her parents appeared to be of normal size. Given Big Mom's enormous size at such a young age, it's difficult to imagine that she was born without her mother experiencing complications during childbirth. So it is plausible that Big Mom was born a normal-sized baby and then underwent rapid growth to attain her giant stature. However, the only person who could confirm this is Oda himself. Can Big Mom slim down? How eating is connected to her solid skin. Despite Big Mom's childhood and current appearance, it's surprising to learn that she was actually quite the beauty in her 20s. During that time, she had a slim and attractive figure, just like many other appealing women in the series. This was quite a twist in the series, as no one expected her to look like that, but Oda always goes the extra mile to make a character unique. So, the question of whether Big Mom can slim down does have an answer. In her 20s, Big Mom was a member of the Rock Pirates, where, as a youthful pirate, she needed to stay active and fit during her journeys. Unlike the present, where she spends most of her time sitting on her throne. So, just like a normal person's concern for maintaining their body, Big Mom also took care of her body, even though it was shocking to see that. The next reason for her extreme body change can be related to her eating disorder. There is no limit to how much Big Mom can eat, and to make things worse, she loves sweets. Excessive consumption of sweets doesn't do anybody any favors, and this can be connected to the theory of her being a Vegapunk subject. If the theory of her being an experiment with Vegapunk is true, then her rapid growth would have required a constant supply of large amounts of food to sustain her body's needs. Without such a supply, she would risk starving due to her heightened metabolism. This dependence on food may have contributed to Big Mom developing an eating disorder similar to a drug addiction, much like the other children who were experimented on. Oh, and on top of all of that, Big Mom had 85 children, so being pregnant that many times probably didn't help her stay slim. What happens when Big Mom stops eating? Big Mom is absolutely crazy about sweets. If she can't satisfy her cravings, watch out. She's prone to what they call hunger pangs. This means she'll go on a wild spree to find whatever treat she's fixated on. This strange behavior started when she was just a kid, and it got her kicked out of her home country. When she's in this state, she'll wreck anything in her path, including her own castle, her crew, and even her kids, until she finally gets her hand on the food that she's after. Her eyes go all wild and swirly when she's on a rampage, and once she's had her fill, she's back to her usual self with no memory of the chaos she caused. The most terrible incident stemming from Big Mom's eating disorder occurred during her time at Mother Carmel's home after being abandoned by her parents in Elbaf. Mother Carmel, nearing the end of her mission, threw a party for Big Mom and the other orphans as a farewell celebration. Overwhelmed with happiness at the sight of the feast spread out on the table before her, Big Mom began devouring everything in sight, completely losing herself in the moment. When she finally came to her senses, everyone at the table had vanished. All that remained were shreds of clothing and a chewed-up table where the food had been. Since Big Mom gained the devil fruit powers of Mother Carmel, it's possible that she unknowingly ate her and the other children gathered around the table. And, if not the worst, certainly the most famous hunger pang was after Luffy destroyed the wedding cake in the Whole Cake Island arc. This led her to destroy much of her own country while chasing the Straw Hat Pirates. Despite Sanji's heroic efforts to bake a replacement wedding cake, the damage had already been done. It's probable that several people lost their lives during the chaos, including her own son, Charlotte Opera. This all happened when she didn't get a wedding cake, but she had all the other sweets available. Imagine what would happen if she was forced to stop eating completely. How does Big Mom create her homies? Her disturbing soul magic explained. Big Mom's devil fruit, the Soro Soro no Mi, or Soul Soul fruit, falls under the common Paramecia class. However, with it, she gains the extraordinary ability to control and manipulate human souls. When facing Big Mom, if someone feels overwhelming fear, she can take full control of their soul. This gives her the power to extract and manipulate either entire souls, resulting in the person's death, or just parts of them, which shortens their lifespan. The Soru Soru no Mi also grants Big Mom the ability known as Soul Pocus. This technique is crucial for creating homies like Nitro, Rabion, Randolph, the Chess Piece Soldiers, and many more, which are essentially her personal enforcers that she employs across Whole Cake Island and Trottoland. Through the Soul Pocus technique, Big Mom can breathe life into inanimate objects by infusing them with soul fragments. These animated objects, called homies, acquire personalities, human-like intelligence, and the ability to communicate. Almost anything can be transformed into a homie, ranging from plants, animals, and objects to even intangible elements like air, light, and food. Some homies also develop unique abilities based on the souls they were infused with, and their strength correlates with the power of the soul fragment used in their creation. However, the soul residing within a homie can faint if the homie experiences extreme fear, leading to the soul being expelled from the homie, essentially killing them. This is often accompanied by a horrified expression on the homie's face. Additionally, homies are unable to disobey anyone who possesses a Vivre card belonging to their creator, as they can sense the powerful soul emanating from it. We can clearly see this in episode 797, when Nami uses Big Mom's Vivre card to repel the homies and even take them under control in the following episodes. However, if the creator is present and issues orders themselves, those commands take precedence over those given by the wielder of the Vivre card. Can Big Mom use her devil fruit powers on herself? What happens if she does? The answer to this question is a big yes. She can indeed use her devil fruit powers on herself. By consuming her own soul, she can enhance her size and strength, becoming even more formidable. Additionally, she can infuse souls into her own skeleton, enabling her to heal broken bones by commanding them to reform properly. Furthermore, she can create incarnations of her own soul to carry out tasks such as collecting more souls. Alongside creating homies from souls she's acquired from others, Big Mom can create special homies by using pieces of her own soul. These special homies, crafted from fragments of her powerful soul, boast extraordinary strength compared to regular homies. Her special homies initially consisted of Zeus, a thundercloud summoned with her left hand, Prometheus, a sun summoned with her right hand, and Napoleon, a bicorn she wears on her head. These three special homies stood as Big Mom's most formidable weapons. But that's not where it ends. In episode 1066 of the anime, Big Mom reveals her ultimate power by merging the abilities of Zeus, Prometheus, and Napoleon to create Misery. However, Misery's creation goes deeper than just combining Zeus, Prometheus, and Napoleon. The truth behind Misery goes back to Big Mom's past with Mother Carmel. While viewers know Big Mom accidentally gained her powers by eating Mother Carmel, she herself doesn't realize it and thinks that Mother Carmel has just disappeared. Moreover, Misery's appearance resembles that of Mother Carmel with her blonde hair and pointy nose, although in the form of a phantom-like woman composed of lights and flames. And finally, the name of the technique, 3000 Leagues in Search of Mother, shows Big Mom's longing for answers about her mom's fate. Is Big Mom dead or alive? Can she ever be killed? The burning question now is whether Big Mom is alive or dead following her battle with Law and Kid. In episode 1067 of the anime, both Trafalgar D. Waterlaw and Eustace Kid unlock their devil fruit abilities, which help them gain the upper hand against Big Mom. The last glimpse we catch is of her falling from Onigashima towards the ground near Wano, with her fall taking an intense turn as she plunges into underground lava and is engulfed by an explosion. But even as she falls, Big Mom vows revenge on Law and Kid, refusing to let them think she's going down without a fight. However, whether she survives or not remains a nail-biting mystery. We do see that a lot of people are starting to believe that she's met her end, but considering Big Mom's incredible durability, it's not so certain. Moreover, she wasn't knocked unconscious by Law and Kid, leaving a strong possibility that she's still alive. In the grand scheme of the epic anime, if this truly was the end for her, it wouldn't be the expected outcome for such a major antagonist. Big Mom would likely have a more fitting farewell, but whatever that might be, the only person who knows the answer is Ichiro Oda himself. Marvelous verdict! Big Mom started her own crew at a very young age and gained a bounty of over 500 million berries. She eventually joined the Rock Pirates crew alongside formidable figures like Whitebeard and Kaido while she was just in her 20s. After a while, she struck out on her own, founding her own crew, the Big Mom Pirates, and establishing her magnificent throne. Over time, she solidified her status as one of the Emperors of the Sea, earning a staggering bounty of 4,388 million berries. Big Mom holds the distinction of being the only female Emperor of the Sea, making her the most powerful female character in the series to date. While some debates may arise about Shirahoshi's strength, it's just not raw power that defines strength in One Piece. It's also the relentless drive for more. Throughout her journey, Big Mom has emerged victorious in battles against formidable opponents such as Joro, Vinsmoke Judge, Brook, Niji, and Yonji. She's even bested Queen and even the big man himself, Monkey D. Luffy. Furthermore, she's formed a powerful alliance with the formidable Kaido. Despite her evil personality, Big Mom really is a big character, which made the epic journey even more entertaining and at times downright terrifying.